What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. We are here in adventure mode on the Bling King. This will finish out our first area in adventure modes and award us those 150 gems. So this is also our first little taste at an incursion, and gives us kind of the puzzle element to what would be in an incursion itself. And this one, of course, is all about collecting up the gold. So let's go ahead and get it built out. We've got 1,400 mana and only 1,000 DU, so we will be able to get the map fully built here. Let's wall it off first and kind of see how we're going to want things walled. I'm thinking we're going to go like right there. Maybe go right here at the bottom of the stair. Over here, we got a nice spot right back here. Let's go ahead and go with that. And then here we can go right in the doorway. Now, remember we do have flyers on this one, so we're going to want to be attentive to that. Now, I haven't replaced any gear other than what I picked up on the last run during the waves. So we're going with these relics on our auras and sky guards. No shards yet, of course. And the apprentice still using the same goods. I did pick up that totem, which is a little bit of an upgrade for what I had on my walls there. Now let's see. We've got 850 left. We've got, we got the flyer lane. Let's go ahead and put an aura right here. Is that going to reach? It's pretty sketch whether or not that's going to reach. Just to be safe, why don't we put a sky guard right behind there. And then we'll go with a sky guard, say... Let's just slap it right there. Now, we are going to have some flyers over on this lane as well, but this lane, we have a little bit of a gift. And that is, we got that little spot right up top where we can put auras, which is definitely going to help out. And then, as a last resort, I'm just going to throw a sky guard right there as well. Now, that leaves me 640. That's going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 total lanes. So, not a whole lot of additional DU to work with on this one. We're going to go with 4 auras right there. My auras were a little bit bigger. We'd be able to do a nice little double dip, but we just don't get very good coverage here. Let's go with 3 flame auras there. We'll get 3 flame auras right here. This lane, I think we'll go ahead and go with 4. That leaves me 220, so I could set this far lane up as kind of a don't bother with lane, but this map, you know, we're going to be running around the entire map, as we do need to collect up the gold to end the waves. Let's see, if we go 4 auras there, then we could go in with some lightning strikes as well. Let's go 2 lightning strikes on that one. We'll get a lightning strike here. Here, I don't mind double dipping on a lightning strike because they're a little bit bigger, but remember, it's single target too. So we're really going to be spreading out how much damage is done there. And then we'll go with a lightning strike aura right there. Now, as you see, 0 of 3. To complete the first wave here, we're going to have to collect up 3 gold. The gold is going to spawn on the map, or additionally, it will drop from the little crystal beasts, of course. So we can go ahead and collect those up and just run them back here. There's one already. You see we've got one spawned up top here. Once you find kind of the rotation that the crystals spawn, this particular challenge is quite trivial, but you just have to kind of learn the spawn points. There actually is a really old video on my channel that covers all of the possible spawn points here, so you can search that up. Nothing has changed in that regard. And there is our 3rd crystal, so wave 1 is complete. Now, we didn't spend the remainder of our mana there. So let's just go ahead and get kind of upgrades on all of the flame auras anyway, just to get a little bit more power going here. We will have some bosses rolling out. How are we doing on this relic? Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Let me pick that up. I might end up equipping that here, as that is a fairly decent one right there. Let's just get all these upped. We can go ahead and hit that Sky Guard. I'm going to put double ups in where I can on those front ones there, just to get that burn really going. So this next one, of course, we're going to need 4 little bits of gold, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for those again. Taking a look around the map, I don't see any on this side, but we got a crystal little wither beast right there. Well, let's see, can I make this jump without any run speed? Negative. Cannot, so we're going to have to take the long routes around. And just snag all these crystals up. We got one sitting on the little box up here. Once you have some decent run speed in getting around this map, you can really close these waves out pretty quickly. We're still going to get it done fairly quick, though. You know, it's going to keep scaling up as far as how many crystals we need for completion. Let's see if we got anything spawned over here. Oh, we do. We got us an ogre, too. And our west gate lock just took a little bit of damage. How bad off is it? It looks like that Sky Guard got hit, so definitely not the place to put a Sky Guard, it seems. Especially not with the dive bombing enemies. And I need to get this ogre addressed here. He's just about there, but there we go. And we got another wither beast right here. This one's really all about just holding the bosses, which, you know, in Venture Mode is not the hugest task at all, so relatively easy there. Ooh, and there's a Gobu Boom. Let me take a look at these relics real quick. See if any of those are a potential upgrade here. What were we at? We're at 2,400, but we got Fort on that one. 2,200 with Fort. Let's put the Gobu Boom on our lightning strikes. Let's see, 2,300. This anti-orc is probably slightly better, but with only a 5% anti-mod, it's just not even worth messing with. And then what were we there? 1,500. Looks like the relic I had there is actually a little bit better. So, alright, let's spam a few more upgrades around. Let's see where our boss lanes are going to be. Looks like they're not posted on this one. Adventure mode for the win. Like I said, this is kind of getting you ready for incursions. Let's go ahead and get this as our big beefy lane. Now, what do I want to do here? I guess we can go ahead and upgrade this Skyguard and pray. We know that the placement's a little sketch on that, as the dive bombers are going to do damage to our sub-objective here. And then that far wall took a little damage as well. Look at all the loot on the ground there, for God's sakes. We got some nice loot going here. Let's just go ahead and upgrade that, and we'll let it fly again here. Let's see, do we have a crystal up there? We do not. Wave 3 here. These wither beasts are burrowing in. We got to get 5 bits of gold here on this one. And there is our free gold laying on the map. We will take it. The crystal beasts do spawn quite regularly. Once you're powerful enough where your defenses can just kill those and you don't have to manually go and kill them, then you can just run around and focus on the bits of gold that are spawning on the map, like there's one behind that tree right there, and just let your defenses kill the wither beast, and then you've got just gold land. So when you're ready to go to, you know, the next gold find, it's already out there for you. Boy, I am seriously missing double jump here and run speed. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and grab this one. We got more dive bombers taking shots. Same thing there. Once we get a little bit more power, we're not going to have to worry about that. But it's adventure mode. There is lots of freedom and lots of leeway. So, you know, just a slow introduction to the incursion mechanic. Let's go ahead and get a few more ups in, and I think we're going to be good. We got kobolds coming. We got an ogre over here. We got a siege roller on this one. I think this might be my first siege roller. I'm not positive on that. Let's see. We see our first crystal is way back up top over here. Much easier to get to these once you get that run speed flowing, of course. We got another just directly below us here. This particular incursion, of course, scales up much more highly when you actually go into the incursion mode, particularly on the primes. And it's actually quite dreadful to run because you just have to get so much gold to return. We got more shots from those Cobalt dive bombers. And we got us an ogre as well. Wow, I just took a walloping right there. We're going to have to get out there and get that ogre killed. And we've got that siege roller coming out too. So things are going to get a little bit trying here for a moment. I'm going to ignore the siege roller for now. Try to get over to this ogre and get some shots fired on him. Alright, ogre down. The siege roller is just about out. So the siege roller, of course, we're just going to get those heavy-duty butt shots going. And we were good. And did you see that legendary relic sitting there on the ground? Oh, man. This will be my first legendary medallion, I believe. Now, since we had to kill those bosses, we're going to have crystals just laying around, or gold just laying around everywhere here. So, should be relatively smooth and easy to close out the rest of this one. Not seeing any more on the map quite yet. Nope, none back there as well. So we're going to have to go with the ground gold. It would completely break the incursion element and make it way too trivial. But it would be super nice if you could grab more than one of those at once. Let's take a look. Oh, we got us a Shatterquake relic for the old apprentice. I can't imagine we're going to be using that anytime soon. By the time we get powered up enough to get Shatterquake or to get Earth Toss, then that relic is going to be just way too low. And here we go. We got wave number 5. Let's see here. Ooh, that might be a little bit of an upgrade. Let me take a peek. Very, very slight, but I do like the shot type more, and it's got that orc chip on it. So let's go ahead and go with that one, and let it fly here again. This will give me much more single target output, having all of those focused shots just ripping on in there. Where are the crystals? There's one up top here. And then we got another red over here. Once you know where to look, like I said, this one goes much quicker. But until you learn where to look, and when you're just relying on the crystals off the ground, it's a little bit sketch. Not really. Just takes a little bit longer than you would like. See, what do we got? We got 2 siege rollers and an ogre. So, are we going to be able to get our 2 more before we have to deal with those siege rollers? Remember, you don't have to deal with the bosses on this one if you can complete the wave. So, getting the crystals, like, we only need one more gold, and it's GG's. I'm going to at least deal with this ogre, I think. And we see there's another bit of gold right behind him, so let's just grab that one. We won't have to kill those siege rollers at all. On the other note, the siege rollers do have loot. Now, let's see. Are they still going to drop the loot? I don't think they do. Let's double check, though. There was nothing on the ground right there, really, in that area. We got Mr. Bling King doing his exit. Oh, it actually looks like they do drop the loot. So, yeah, you don't even have to bother killing them. You're just going to get the free loot just by completing the wave. So, good stuff there. That will do it for this episode, and that is going to clear out my first region. You see, I'm level 42 now, so I'm not going to have to clear all 3 of those regions and get all of the free gems if I don't want to, which, as soon as I hit level 50, I may just move on and then come back later. Let's take a quick look at the shards. We got repeats. Drenching Strikes is nice. I will indeed take that Drenching Strikes. That is a good one for sure. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.